wait. Truden. Oh, wait. You aren't part of Kaisar's army. What brings you to Cottonwood Cove? I have business with Kaisar's men here. I'm a blacksmith from Shoshone Cove, a town south down the river. Decanus Severus said Aurelius wouldn't be needing the surplus I tried to sell him. You are welcome to it if you have the caps or can barter. Same as a lot of men on both sides of the Colorado. I got a family and business of my own. All I'm really trying to do is look out for them. Before the Legion arrived, I was patching holes in a junk wall and fixing plowshares. Now I forged that same junk into weapons for Kaisar's army. I can even afford some slaves to help man my forge and tend to the house. And contrary to what an outsider like you might think, I treat them fair. I did have one run off of me recently, though. I know the attitude about that kind of thing among you people, but there's a reward if you can help. The idiot jumped out of the boat and swam for it right before we arrived. He's lucky those Lake Mead fishmen are sparse down here. No idea where he could have gone, but the only building visible from where we were is the control tower of the old airport near here. Careful if you go that direction. I understand Kaisar recently won a victory against the NCR nearby, and the area is especially hazardous. It's a nice place right on the Colorado. We farm and fish for a living mostly. We used to suffer from raider gangs, but that was years ago. We've been under Kaisar's protection since before Hoover Dam, and his reign has been good to us. See for yourself. Don't get lost out there.
Holy shit! I thought you were a rad scorpion for a second there. I gotta be honest, you caught me in a tight spot here. My name's Philip, though I mostly just get called Slave these days. I escaped here from... Wait. Did Roy send you here? Shit! Okay, listen. I found something upstairs while I was rooting around, before that killer robot woke up and started screaming about communists. A key to the safe in the main office. It has a pretty advanced lock, so I know this is the only way it opens. If I walk free, then it's yours. This collar isn't exactly top of the line. If you have a basic screwdriver, we can disassemble it in no time, if you can follow my directions. The bigger problem is the scorpions. I'm not going anywhere until I can be sure there's nothing left to crawl after me while I'm making my exit. Yes! You saved my life, man. Don't worry. All that's left is to get this collar off of me and I'll be on my way. What? Why the fuck would I do that? Roy's gonna make an example of me if I go back. He'll beat me or sell me off. You're right. I was lucky I even made it this far. Okay, I'll follow you back. Hopefully Roy won't be too upset with me.
Good to see you are still in Kaisar's good graces, outsider. What brings you back? I can see that, and still in one piece. Very impressive. I'll figure out what to do with this ungrateful piece of scorpion bait later. Here's that reward I mentioned. I hope you don't mind Legion coin. I don't do much business in caps these days.
Whoa! A Pip-Boy! You don't see one of those every day. My name's Joe, by the way. Trade with local prospectors mostly, though none of them are exactly high rollers. I also have a talent for refurbishing pre-war electronics. I can write holodisks too, here in my terminal. I even got some pre-war mapping software to boot it on with some lucky prospecting and some fiddling. If you're interested and have the caps, I could upload some of the more interesting tidbits I find onto a disk for you. You look like the prospecting type. I grew up in Nelson. My dad was a tinkerer and loved fixing up old things. That kind of stuff just rubbed off on me naturally, I guess. The town wasn't much, just a couple of huts really, but Novac was just up the road, and I would always go up there with my dad to trade. After my dad's liver got him, I was old enough to fend for myself, so I stuck around until the NCR and then the Legion came knocking. That's about all I'm interested in saying about that. What, North Vegas? It's fine, I guess. It beats fending off geckos and getting ruled at gunpoint in some NCR refugee camp. Clandon and Jules up top are no fun, but they keep the fiends out and make sure nobody's raping or stealing. See you around. How's it going? Let me know if you see something you like. See you around.
Well, howdy there, partner. You look a bit hungry. Come a long way? Well, this place is my little BBQ and rest stop. Goes by the name of Smokey's after yours truly. Town goes by the name of Novac, if you didn't already know. If you're looking for rooms, they're right up the road by the dinosaur. About the same as a lot of folks, I reckon. Came up on the edge of the NCR, out near Oregon. Learned how to cook from my mama and her mama. After my folks died, I got tired of life on the frontier, and moved south. I came out to the Mojave when a lot of other folks back west did. I had a good run on the I-95 for a while. Used to ply my cooking from Forlorn Hope to Camp Searchlight. War put a stop to that, though. Damn Legion. Well, my specialties are bighorner, Brahmin, and gecko. But I can grill up just about any critter from here to the boneyard. Last place like it on the I-95. We got all the essentials here. The Dino Bite is a shop run by Cliff Briscoe. Odd fella, but he's got what you need. Jeannie Mae at the motel doesn't care for me. She thinks I'm trying to step on her business, but she'll get you a bed and treat you fair. Most other folks here prospect for a living. Old Lady Gibson has been doing it for longer than anyone. You can find her at her place just outside town.
Card Cat exclusive. We got the reigning caravan champ of the Mojave Wasteland here in the flesh. You're one hard dude to get a hold of. Thanks for coming up to see me. What's wrong, baby? No more time for small talk with the Card Cat? I'm messing with you, it's all love. Truth be told, Card Cat was hoping you could help him out with a bit of a bind he finds himself in. You see, Caravan was the Card Cat's first love. I built up a deck that made me a god, baby. There wasn't anybody who could defeat me. I was a legend. But being a legend ain't all it's cracked up to be, is it, champ? Nah. When you spend too long up there looking down, things get a little boring. And baby, don't you know that's what happened to the Card Cat? The caravan table just don't give you the same high anymore. It's Bummer City. But when I hear of this hip newcomer making moves on my old turf, I think to myself, well, maybe what's with a Card Cat can get his spark back. So what do you say? You up for a game? Does the champ want to help this caravan fiend feel the power of the cards again? Alright. Just don't expect the Card Cat to go easy on you. And don't go easy on the Card Cat. Who am I? I'm Card Cat, voice of the NCR's underground gambling scene. Card Cat's the man with a nose for the best odds and fattest pots in the West. And I know about you too. Yeah, that courier walked out on that Nowheresville off the I-15 after taking one to the dome. Crazy shit. And since then? Well, they say there's been no caravan deck west of the river that could best you. Been making off like a devil out of hell. Cardcat's been liking what he hears. It's my name, baby. If I'm putting my thoughts out into the world, I gotta be Cardcat. Shit I write is too hot for the man to handle. The NCR ain't New Vegas. They don't let you run a casino back there. Us big money carb sharps, we need to ply our trade secret. I peddle a little underground magazine all about it called The Cardcat Chronicles. Here, have a copy. All the Cardcat's best tricks are in there. That well's run dry on my end, hombre. I'm afraid I just gave you my last copy. But you ain't also the only card player that's crossed my path in Mojave. There's other copies out there. You just need to find them. Cardcat goes where the card's taken. Where else would he be, baby? I started coming out here before Hoover Dam. And since then, the lights in New Vegas can't keep their neon kiss off the Cardcat. I keep coming back. See you next time you come to hell at the Cardcat.
Certainly you can buy the same drinks more cheaply elsewhere. But the point of drinking at Top Shelf isn't the liquor, it's the prestige. Did you see Heck Gunderson, the Brahmin Baron, at the bar? He may be a wastelander, but his taste clearly befits his status. I am at your service.